Well, Monday morning, again, the weeks roll around really quick. We're about a week away from harvest of the potatoes. We're thinking about starting to dig them this week. So we'll see how we go with that. We'll go over after, have a bit of a check around in a lot of different areas over there. We've got a lot of little jobs to do today. So we're going to try to get some of those out of the way, tick the boxes off on some of them. It's a magnificent day here in Tassie today. I say magnificent, a little cloudy, as you can see behind me, but it's supposed to be about 27 degrees up here in the hills. So first up on the agenda is to feed the animals as always. So the calves are having their breakfast there. What I might do is just take this electric fence down here. I can do it one-handed and let the calves down in this bottom area where this pond is, and I'll explain why in just a moment. So we've got a pond here with not a whole lot of water in it. There's probably only about, I don't know, 18 inches of water maybe. It's got a rocky base on it, but as you can see down in it there's a lot of, I'm not quite sure what they're called, we call them cat's tails, and they grow up like out of the water like that from the bottom of the pond to as high as what I am up here. They die off in winter, but they come back and just overtake the pond in summer. I'm really reluctant to poison them because the cattle drink out of them, so I'm certainly not going to do that. But I was told that if you put cattle in there, they'll get down in the pond and pull the cat's tails out, roots and all, and over time they'll get rid of them. Now you might ask, how did they get in there? Because they never were in there before. But the wood ducks that fly up from down near the Derwent River, our theory is that they get the seeds from down the road there on their bodies, on their feet, in their bills, wherever. They drop them here, and that's what's bringing the cat's tails up here. So going to try a few things to actually get rid of them. Sun's out, cows are mooing. I've got Lily in the car, I've got my Cobra on. Let's go and let some cows out. So the first thing we've got to do is get them across the laneway. So we'll just throw a few loaves of bread out to them. A few loaves of bread will get them moving, I'd say. Okay, that's got them going, and there you go. I've bought the electric fence unit with me, but I haven't bought the battery to go on it. Oh. Okay, we're right now. We've got the battery. Truck's over there, the cows are moving out. Away we go. Anyway, we'll leave them in here for maybe 2 hours, and then they'll have their supplementary food this afternoon. They'll have a nice feed on the ryegrass and the clover in here for a little while. I have got a double row of electric up there because up on the bank there is where our potatoes are, so we don't want them getting in there. So we'll just keep an eye on them. I think with the double row though of electric wire there, they should be pretty good. The electric fence is sending a nice kick through it, so we'll just keep a light eye on them and make sure they don't get through. Okay, we're over in the potatoes now. We're going to have a bit of a dig around in some of these to see just what areas have the best potatoes and to see if we can start digging a few by the end of the week. So I got bit by a wasp on my finger, and the little rotter was actually up the handle of my potato fork. How about that? So it's a little bit itchy at the moment. Anyway, we'll just have a dig around. We'll dig a couple of roots out in each of these areas here just to see where they're going the best, and as I said, see if we can start digging at the end of the week. Okay, so I've got a nice few potatoes under these, and actually they are the perfect size for pink eyes to put out on sale. The ground here has still been very dry, but we've got a really nice few. Let's have a look under this one, say. Oh gee, might be some good ones under this one. Wow, look at that. Very nice. How many potatoes are under that one? 1, 2, 3. There's about 14 potatoes under that one. Try this one. This one here has the, well, I call it the fruit on the potato. They come from the flowers, and when they get these on, you can say they're ready to dig. So let's have a bit of a look under this fella. Oh wow. Look at this. Look at that, beautiful. They are, I'd say this is nearly the best crop that we've ever had, looking at what we've got here at the moment. So we've got a couple of weeks to go before we actually start harvesting in full. So in a couple of weeks you would be amazed at how much the potatoes grow in that time, particularly if we get a little bit of moisture on them. They'll grow considerably, and the verdict is that it could be the best year ever for our potatoes. There are a few kangaroos getting in here at the moment. We'll stop those, and then we'll be all set for a big harvest. And by the way, these aren't braces, it's my GoPro mount to show you as I'm digging the potatoes, because I can't do it one-handed. So I might look a bit of a dork in it, but it does the job. I'm going to take it off now. Okay, we've got a couple of repair jobs to do today. One of them is to attach a brace on this pole here, where we've got the new weather station up there. So what I'm going to do is just attach a brace to it there, like that, weld it on there, just weld that onto the top of the post there, and with all things being equal, that should make it really solid. So let's get into it. So the first thing that we'll do is just tidy up these pieces, the brace and the top of this little post here, whack a bit of the galvanized off here with the grinder, and then we should be set to weld it. Okay, I'm no professional welder, but that will do. Strengthened it up nicely. So a lot of times during the summer, when it's a high fire danger day, you're not allowed to use power tools outside or anything because they can cause fires. We've had a nice bit of rain here. Grass is still green, but there are patches of dry grass, and I'll just show you what it can do. I was just welding that bit there. Look at that. Started a fire with the sparks from the welder. Of course, there was no big problem. It was just around here, virtually under my feet, and I trotted out. Feel my legs getting a bit warm. But that's what it can do. So please, when the grass is dry and it's a nice day, just be very careful with what you're doing with your power tools, because you could start a fire that causes a whole lot of damage.